What's up, guys? We are here at EDG Motorsports. So today we have something a little special. So some of you, if you guys follow us on social media, know that I got rid of my JK. The new owner is Rob. He just wheeled the hell out of that thing over there in Windrock for Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. So I am technically Jeepless. I have his old Jeep, but I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm gonna end up selling it and getting rid of it. But we have something coming, and you guys will see it shortly.
Alright, I'm sure you saw Brandon's ugly face prior, but we got the guy backing up the truck now. Makes it look like cake. Oh, buddy. What do we got here? What do we got here, Brandon?
Yeah, turd. We went ahead and got a two-door JL. This is it's a salvage title as of right now. Like I said, we spent quite a while looking for this color, making sure we were gonna get it at the right price, one that wasn't too far gone, and the year that I wanted. So I wanted something 23, 24, because it wouldn't come with e-torque, but this one ended up coming out with e-torque. I was under the impression that after 23, they ended up killing the whole e-torque. I think 2020 was optional, then 21, 22, almost everything came with e-torque. And then the 23, 24, 25, they were supposed to phase that out. Obviously, when you're looking at those auctions, they don't, you can't really get under the car and check everything. So I'm gonna give you a quick go around on the Jeep. So it is a two-door Willys. We still haven't this is the highest that we've lifted it, so we're looking at it as you're looking at it. We had fun getting it off the trailer. That rear tire was blown out and the wheel was all shot. That was the rear wheel, or what's left of it. Then obviously the front wheel. I have never seen a knuckle explode like this, but knuckles messed up. The fad snaps, which is pretty common. I've seen that happen quite a few times. Even the sway bar links they popped off. And then the control arm bent. The whole parking brake, disc brake, everything was smashed up, but still spins pretty well, all things considering. So the whole plan with this Jeep is we are going to build the hell out of it, do triangulated 4-link in the rear, maybe the front. We got to see if I could play with the frame and all that and make it work. 3-link is definitely more plausible. Cage, stretch, whether we do crate axles or we do junkyard axles and build those. We're still figuring out whether we're going to do coilovers or Aura eyes. We're going to go all out on this, hopefully. I don't know how long this will take us. But odds are we're going to do this in phases. So phase 1 is going to be stripping it and then getting it ready to pass inspection, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so everything on this side is pretty good up until we get to about here. So I haven't seen a fad crack like that through the casting. I've seen them break a little further back here, or the welds give out and then they start wallowing out. Then we have the knuckle that exploded. Ooh, hub bolts are bent. Yeah, I think this front axle is a little too far gone. I think. I don't know. What do you think, Matt?
I think it just needs some trust, and we take weld the fucking knuckle back together. I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't think so. Other than that, it broke off the 2 studs for the grounds, which isn't too bad. It didn't actually pull on the cables, or it doesn't look like it. So it's a big plus. This arm's kinked. This arm's definitely bent. Everything on this side's good. And then frame side, everything looks pretty damn solid. this bowed just a little bit, which isn't a big deal. Either way, in the future, we're getting rid of these brackets. Most of this stuff is getting out. In the rear, like I said, the rotor came off, the wheel had broken, but it still rolls pretty free. So I think we might be pretty safe on the internals. Obviously, with the rotor braking, the caliper got ripped out, and then the rear track bar is pretty damn bent. Body wise, it's pretty solid, with the exception of right there, which is, it got hit on the door there a little bit, and then we have an actual hole there. So I don't think that's anything that the body shop can't handle. I think the slider took most of the impact with the tire, and this too. I don't know if you saw how bent that was.
No, I didn't.
This is pretty solid. It's like all boxed in and stuff.
Holy crap.
So it needs front axle, a couple arms, and track bars, which I might have laying around. Not the axles, but now we have a good idea of what we need to do, what we need to take off. The next step is going to be actually removing it and start ordering parts. Get this thing roadworthy. Oh, interior wise though, interior is pretty decent, but I had 2 airbags that went off. One on the passenger seat and one on the one in the steering wheel. Interior is pretty clean. Like I said, it's a 23, so it doesn't have that much wear and tear. I don't think. Okay, yeah, this seatbelt did lock up. So I need 2 seatbelts, airbag, possibly a seat. Might just swap out the seats for inspection with Jess's for the time being. Once we pass inspection, then we could really go balls to the wall. We already have the front axle on. We put on some Skyjacker springs for now. It's like a 1.5 from a 4-door, so it should be a 2-inch for this 2-door. Also with some Bilstein shocks. Replaced the rear axle shaft, which was extremely bent. And it was bent like at the hub. It's weird. Usually when those things bend, they bend like on the axle shaft, but it bent right before the hub, so it was. Replaced the rotor. The rotor was non-existent. It was just the e-brake, I guess the drum portion of the disc. And the caliper bracket was bent, which I didn't realize at the time. We ordered one from the dealer. It came without the bracket. So what we're working on today, which I guess isn't just today. Yesterday, Patrick put in a bunch of work. We have EDG Motorsports, and then we also have EDG Off-Road. EDG Off-Road is our products company. where we make bumpers, tag mounts, brackets, all that jazz. I have already made a frame chop bumper for the JKs and the JLs, and a rear bumper for the JKs, which I have one here. I had started working on this. This is the JL JK front mount, but it mounts up to the regular frame horns. I had started figuring out this bumper prior so I could put it on Jess's. Yesterday while I did the cutting and the designing, Patrick got to welding. He welded all this up. Boy dropped some dimes. So I'm going through today and cleaning up all of the outside. I'm gonna be a little loud. I'm gonna talk a little louder, but I'm gonna make it so that you have to trim from here to here. I kind of scored a line there. That's just 3 inches up from the bottom, and then 1 inch back. Trace a line. Trace a line 1 inch across. It cuts right across from there, and then we'll make it so you have to. I guess this bolt can be optional because most bumpers don't actually bolt on through there, but I'm gonna make the hole anyways because 3, or I guess 6 is better than 4 in my opinion. The front bumper, I don't think I'm done with it. It's at a finished state. Like, it could get powder coated, but I'm not exactly a fan of how this came out, so I might end up making another piece that comes down. It is supposed to have another piece that comes down to here. The Jeep is not staying like that. It is gonna get a different I'm gonna put the frame chop bumper that I had made for the JK and do it on that, or I'll make something out of tube and then plate that. But today, what I've been working on is this rear bumper. I think I like it. I think it's coming out pretty good. So ideally, obviously, this wouldn't be getting bent, or wouldn't be getting welded, it'd be getting bent, which would turn the whole cleanup process, or I guess the entire process altogether would make it a lot shorter if I had the ability to bend that. But the way I designed it, I don't have a lot of material here to bend off of, or here. So I could have made it where I made this out of one piece, welded this, and then made this another piece along with the bottom flanges. And this I probably could have made out of a couple less pieces than this. This looks like a damn jigsaw puzzle. but for design purposes and where I'm at right now, that's how it's gonna be. So after this, all I'm missing, fingers crossed, is to go get the, I guess the one airbag out of the steering wheel, which blew. And then the passenger seat, the airbag in that, which I didn't even know the JLs came with an airbag there, that blew also. Oh, I guess I need the windshield too. The windshield's pretty cracked on this thing. Just a little bit. Airbag, seat. I think I'm gonna rip the seats out of Jess's Jeep. She doesn't need a passenger seat. I'll put the driver's seat in there for the time being so that it could pass inspection. Get it to pass inspection, and then it's coming right back in here. It should be fun. I've also done all the research that I needed to research for certain other aspects of this. This is an e-torque, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to figure it out. But I think I'm gonna cover the whole plan on this in the following video. Excuse the hair, but so we are nearing the end of this episode of our, I don't know what to call this, whether we do restoration or whatever, but the Jeep is pretty much ready. Coming up is going to be installing the seats, airbag, and seat belts. And then the inspection and what the inspection process entails. And then we'll be going into the fun stuff. What's the fun stuff? It's for you to find out next time. We're gonna document it the best that we can. It's gonna be a learning experience. There's not too much information on what we're gonna try to do, but it's not really reinventing the wheel, just figuring out the go around on everything. But like I said, we'll figure that out next time. So see you at the end of this. All right, guys, so finally passed the inspection. It wasn't as in depth as I thought, so it did a lot of extra stuff that I wasn't gonna have to, just to pass the inspection. That's good. We're driving the Jeep home now and then to the shop. And then Jess will go to a tag agency at some point. We don't have a rush, like a real rush, because now we start the fun part.
Yeah, so I can get the title and the license plate.
Yeah, it's good too, because I think I have either the other shaft is bent or one of my hubs is going bad, because I'm hearing that squeaking, rubbing, screeching sound. Fun noises. Yeah, and in turns I'm feeling like a vibration. So
ooh. We just did everything for this first video to pass inspection, and then we can have it, all the paperwork and everything ready, so we can start building it, and that's the next video. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video, share it, because a lot of cool stuff is coming. And ¿cómo se dice? Críticas constructivas?
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, it's always welcome. So let us know how we can improve our videos so we can make it more fun for you and more fun for us. Catch you on the next one.
Later, guys.